Hello students. So in today's first video, I have given you some expressions of differentiation, some formula, and now we will use this formula for our numerical purpose. Okay. So our first question is this one. Just read with me. The displacement x of a particle varies with time t as x is equals to 4t square minus 15t plus 25. Find position, velocity and acceleration of the particle at t is equals to 0. When will the velocity of particle becomes 0? Okay. In yesterday's class, we had done some questions on average speed, or you can say average velocity, same thing are there. But in today's class, I will give you the difference of instantaneous velocity, the importance of instantaneous velocity. And yesterday we had discussed about average speed or average velocity. Okay, so today you can see in this question the displacement x is given in terms of t. Okay, if you will change the values of t here, then this value of x also changes. Okay, if you substitute t is equals to 0, then x will be 25. If you will place t is equals to 1, then the value of this x will be different. If you will substitute t is equals to 2, then its value is different. If you place t equals to 3, then its value is again different value. Okay, so value of this x, this position, or you can say this displacement, is varying with respect to time. So how we can find out its velocity, its position and its acceleration with this expression? But one thing you must note that from this question, displacement is varying with respect to time. Displacement टाइम के साथ साथ वेरी हो रहा है यहाँ पे, ठीक है, ये आपको ध्यान देना है. टाइम जैसे चेंज होगा, डिस्प्लेसमेंट भी चेंज होगा. बट नाउ we have to find its position, its velocity and its acceleration of the particle at t is equals to 0. Yesterday we had discussed about some average velocity, but today we are going to solve some problem on instantaneous velocity, and we are going to give you the difference of instantaneous velocity and average velocity. Okay, so now we have given what? We have given the displacement. Displacement equals to what? X is equals to 4t square minus 15t plus 25. Okay, and now then how we can find velocity? First of all, we will find its velocity. We have expression of displacement. Now we will find velocity. So you know that formula of velocity, v is equals to given by dx over dt. Okay, it is v is equals to dx over dt. You already know this formula from earlier classes. And now if you have dx over dt, then substitute the value of x. The value of x is given in the question, 4t square minus 15t plus 25. So we will place this value in the formula, d over dt 4t square minus 15t plus 25. Okay, so now you have the formula of differentiation. You must remember this formula. Okay, and if you know the formula, then it is easy to apply this formula. Now we will multiply this differentiation in complete bracket. Okay, we have to differentiate all the term separately from this differentiation. Okay, so we have d 4 into t to the power 2 d upon dt minus 15t over dt plus d 25 over dt. Okay, we have substituted the value and then we have multiplied this differentiation symbol operator in complete bracket, inside the bracket. Okay, and now see, this 4 is constant here. Okay, this 4 is a constant. You can see clearly, you can see here 4 is a constant. This constant will be outside the operator. There is no differentiation of 4 in this formula. Then we have dt square over dt. In the formula we had x, but now we have t. d t to the power 2 upon dt. In the place of n we have 2 here, x to the power n. Here we have t to the power n. N means 2 here. In this case we have 2 for the value of n. Okay, minus, again this 15 is a constant, this will be outside of the differentiation, and then this is a d over dt into t. We have to solve this differentiation of t, and then we have d over dt 25. This 25 complete is a constant. Okay, this is also a constant, but there is no variable with this 25. But in this case, in these two cases, we have constant 15 and variable t. Variable means if you can vary, okay, the expressions or the values which can be varied by yourself. Okay, so you can vary this t, you can vary this t square. If you change the value of t, then this is also changes. But if you change the value of t, there is no change in 25. This 25 is a constant, so we have as it is. Okay, and now we have solved this expression 4 as it is. Now you can see power 2 in place of n. This 2 power comes in the multiplication. This is a 2. Okay, then we have t to the power n minus 1. It means it is 2 minus 1. Okay, then we have minus 15 dt over dt. It's just like dx over dx. Okay, it is just like dx over dx is equals to 1. You already know this formula. So this is dt over dt. So differentiation of t with respect to t will be 1. And then you have d 25 over dt, means this is a constant, and the differentiation of constant is equals to 0. And now we will solve this expression. 4 into 2 is equals to 8. T to the power 2 minus 1 equals to t to the power 1, or just like a t. Minus 15 is to 1, it is equals to 15. This is the equation number 2. Okay, and this one is displacement equation is 1. The equation of velocity is 2. Okay, and now we have acceleration, because we have to find out acceleration also in this question. Okay, you can read the question in PDF or in this notebook also. For any doubt you can revise the video, or you can mention the PDF, or you can ask to us. Okay, then acceleration A is equals to dv over dt. We had this expression from earlier classes, and now we will solve this. Okay, dv over dt. Now in expression of acceleration we have to substitute the expression of v. Okay, in case of velocity we had substituted the expression of displacement. Okay, now we have to place the value of v. Then you know that from this equation number 2 you have this velocity is equals to 8t minus 15. So we have d over dt 8t minus 15, and we will multiply this d over dt operator inside the bracket, d over dt minus 15, d over dt 8t minus 15. So we have d over dt 8t minus d over dt 15. Now you can see this 8 will be outside of the bracket because this is a constant, and dt over dt we have t to the power 1, so dt over dt, and minus d over dt into 15. 15 will be here differentiation. We have to do this differentiation, and now you have 8 as it is, and differentiation of t with respect to t. Okay, differentiation of any quantity with same quantity will be 1. Differentiation of t with respect to t itself will be 1, minus differentiation of constant, differentiation of 15 will be 0, is equals to, this complete expression comes out to be 8. And this is equation number 3. Okay, and now again you can see this question. In this question you have to find position, velocity and acceleration of particle at t is equals to 0. Okay, you have to find out these velocity, displacement and acceleration at t equals to 0. Okay, this is instantaneous. Okay, this is instantaneous because you are going to find out at instant t equals to 0. And in this case you know that now substitute the value t in all the expression. Now at t is equals to 0, position or displacement, okay, from equation number 1. In equation number 1, in equation of displacement, you substitute t equals to 0. Then we have 4 into 0 square minus 15 into 0. In place of t we have 0 plus 25. We don't have any term of t in the multiplication of 25. That's why we don't have 0 here. Okay, so this will be 0, 15 into 0 will be 0 plus 25. So this is 25 meter for our position or for our displacement. Okay, and now we have next velocity. Now look, velocity from equation number 2. In second equation you have to substitute the value of t. T equals to what? T equals to 0, because you have to find out velocity at 0. So we have velocity v is equals to 8 into 0. In place of t we have 0 here, minus 15. Okay, you just check the equation in your notes or in your PDF. Okay, I have given you that PDF for the same. My equals to 8 into 0 will be 0, equals to minus 15. The velocity is minus 15 meter per second. Then we have acceleration. And what is acceleration? In equation number 3. In equation number 3 you have acceleration a is equals to 8 meter per second. Okay, 8 meter per second means there is no term of t in the expression of acceleration. Okay, in the expression of acceleration, that's why we have t is equals to 8 constant. We no need to place substitute the value of t in the expression of acceleration. That's why we have a is equals to 8. Since there is no term of t, a is constant, we have this is a uniform acceleration. Okay, this is uniform acceleration or constant acceleration. Okay, which is independent of time t. But in the same question we have second part. In second part they have asked when will be the velocity of particle becomes 0. So when it is 0, velocity of particle becomes 0 when substitute velocity equals to 0, 8t minus 15 equals to 0. Okay, the expression of velocity will be equals to 0, 8t minus 15 equals to 0, and now you have 8t is equals to 15. 8t is equals to 15, and then t is equals to 15 divided by 8 comes out to be 1.875 seconds. This is our complete question number first. Okay, and then we have our second question, and for the second question you can see this one. This is our second question. Okay, this is our second question. Okay, you can read this question very easily. It's clear. The displacement of a particle moving along x-axis is given by x equals to, this is x equals to 18t plus 5t square. Okay, this is the expression of displacement they have given. and calculate. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate these three questions. The instantaneous velocity at t equals to 2 and t equals to 3. At two different time instants, we have to calculate instantaneous velocity. Then average velocity between t equals to 2 and 3. We have given two time instants, okay, t equals to 2 and t equals to 3, and in these time duration, in this time duration we have to calculate average velocity, okay. And then we have instantaneous acceleration, and we have to calculate instantaneous acceleration. Just like the previous question, we will solve this question again, okay. Now they have given expression of displacement x equals to 18t plus 5t square. And now for the velocity, this is velocity, v is equals to dx over dt, okay, dx over dt. And then we have d, the value of x is 18t plus 5t square. This is value of x divided by t. And now you can see here, this d over dt is multiplied inside the bracket, d over dt 18t plus d over dt 5t square. And then this 18 will be outside, 18 dt over dt, this 5 will be outside, dt square over dt, because 18 and 5 both are constants, and in the constant, if they are with a variable, then they will be outside the bracket, they will be outside the operator differentiation, okay. And now we have differentiation, we have solved 18 as it is, dt over dt, differentiation of t with respect to t, again it is equals to 1. And then we have 5 as it is, and dt square over dt, t to the power 2 will be in multiplication, and the power of t will be reduced by 1. Then 2 into t to the power 2 minus 1. Then we will solve this. So we have 18 into 1 equals to 18, 5 into 2 equals to 10, and t to the power 1. This is the expression of velocity, okay. This is the velocity expression. And now what we have to do, we have to calculate velocity at t equals to 2. So t equals to 2, substitute the value of t in the expression of velocity. So v is equals to 18 in plus 10 into 2. Instead of t, we have 2 here. So 18 plus 20 equals to 38 meter per second, okay. And then we have a at t equals to 3, 18 as it is, it's a constant, plus 10 into 3. In the place of t, we have 3 here. And now 18 plus 30 equals to 48 meter per second. Now here in the same expression, if this displacement is varying with time, if this velocity is varying with respect to time, then you know that our velocity is varying, velocity is changing with time. At t equals to 2, our velocity is 38 meter per second. At t equals to 3, our velocity is 48 meter per second, okay. And now the next part, second part of the question. In second part of the question, now you can see here, for average velocity. In average velocity, you till now, for the average, you know the expression sum of quantities divided by number of quantities, okay. But now this will not work. In this case, the expression I have given you, only these expression will be working out, okay. But that sum of quantities upon number of quantity will not work here in this case, okay. So in this case, what is the expression of average velocity? Average velocity means displacement divided by time interval, means difference of position x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. The expression you know from earlier classes, okay. You can check from earlier classes in PDF, or if you are making the notes, then you should check the notes, okay. But you should make the notes from these questions, because these are very important chapters and the questions also. Now look, for average velocity, we have displacement. For the calculation of average velocity, first of all, we have to find out displacement. So what is the position at t2? Okay, the displacement at t2 is equals to, substitute the value of t in expression of displacement. So this is at t equals to 2 initial time displacement, okay, which is x1. We will consider it is as a x1. So 18 into 2, because our expression was 18t plus 5t square, that was x. So in this case we have 18 into t means 2, plus 5 into 2 to the power 2 square, because we have t square, so we have to substitute 2 square. And now 18 into 2, 36, this is 20, and this comes out to be 56 meter at t equals to 2. But now we have to calculate t equals to 3. At t equals to 3, our displacement will be 18 into t. T means 3. T here, the value of t is 3 here, okay, and plus 5 into t to the power 2, यानी कि 3 to the power 2. In place of t, we have to substitute 3 in this case at t equals to 3. So x2 equals to 18 into 3 plus 5 into 3 square, and then we have 18 into 3 divided by, sorry, not divided by, 18 into 3 is equals to 54, and 5 into t to the power 2, yani 3 to the power 2, it means it is 45. Okay, this complete expression gives us 45, and total answer is 99 meter. We have two different displacements or the positions, okay, two different displacement x2 and x1. x2 equals to 99, x1 is 56. And now we have then the formula of average velocity. And what is the formula of average velocity? Average velocity is equals to delta x over delta t. You already know this formula, I think so then, okay. And if you don't know, then revise the videos of earlier classes or the notes of the earlier classes. Delta x over delta t is equals to x2 minus x1, t2 minus t1, final position minus initial position, final time minus initial time instant, and which is equals to final x2 will, value of x2 is equals to 99, and then value of x1 equals to 56, and then t2 is equals to 3 and t1 equals to 2, and our value is, this difference is equals to 43, this difference is equals to 1, and our value is 43 meter per second. Now you know that between the time duration t equals to 2 to t equals to 3, our average velocity is 43. And you know that velocity at t equals to 2, which was I think 36, I think is 38 meter per second, and after some time at t equals to 3, after 1 second the velocity was 48 meter per second. Okay, so this is the variation, this is the difference of average velocity and instantaneous velocity. And now you have acceleration. What is acceleration? Again, acceleration equals to dv over dt, and dv over dt is what? Differentiation of velocity with respect to time. And we had expression of velocity, we had derived this expression from this in this question. So v is equals to 18 plus 10t, okay, dt over dt is the operator. So since we have v equals to 18 plus 10t, we have substituted the value of v in this question, and you know that again I am solving the same expression. You will multiply this operator inside the bracket, 18 d over dt into 18 plus d over dt 10 into t, okay. And now you have, because this 18 is a constant, okay, so constant as it is, and this there is no variable, that's why we have constant as it is, and we have variable t with 10. So 10 will be outside the bracket, okay, and dt over dt, dt over dt means differentiation of t with respect to t. So differentiation of any constant 18 will be 0, and 10 as it is, there is no differentiation of 10 because it is with a variable t. And then we have tan into 1, dt over dt equals to 1, and our value is, net value is 10 meter per second. Again it is independent of t. Okay, sometimes it may depends upon t, the acceleration, and sometimes it may not depends, but in our two cases this expression is independent of t. Okay, this is all for today. We had solved 2 questions, and I will give you 2 questions for your assignment in the PDF you will find for the same. Okay, thank you everyone, thank you very much.